Joseph Beach, welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Chisha Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
The caption of this video reads, "This is so sad. Woman falsely accuses football star of graping her and took his career. She was awarded $1.5 million while he served time." No more wasting time. Let's get it.
What I want to say is that anyone who thinks that women are out there reporting, doing false reports needs to ask the woman closest to them in their lives about this. Ask a woman that you know if she would do that, or if she thinks that other women would do that, and you will get the answer no.
He's Brian Banks.
I did not know nothing about sex. So.
You're watching never-before-aired video of Wanetta Gibson and Brian Banks in the minutes before her stunning confession that she lied when she said the high school football star 10 years ago.
This camera right here was in a plant.
This is the man who helped Banks get the now famous confession on hidden camera. Private investigator Freddie Parrish.
There's only one chance to get the goods. I mean, you got to make it right the first time.
Shout out to that guy.
Parrish's son played football with Brian Banks at Long Beach Polytechnic High in 2002, the time Wanetta Gibson made her false accusation. Gibson's family got $1.5 million settlement from the school district, and Banks got 5 years in prison and 5 more on parole, shackled with an ankle monitor.
So I know I'm not behind bars, and I know I'm not locked up right now, but I'm still very much incarcerated.
Then last year, Brian Banks got a Facebook friend request from Wanetta Gibson.
Mr. Banks called my son, Freddie, and asked him, what should I do? My son naturally says, hey, you got to call my dad. He'll help you with this. Once I was able to read the case, there was no doubt in my mind that this young man was innocent.
Parrish devised a plan to clear Brian Banks' name. He wired his office.
We had a pin like this
with hidden cameras
sitting in this pin holder,
and with microphones.
We had put the audio device in that tree right there behind you. We saw
the private eye suggested Banks first invite Gibson to his office for a friendly chat about their past.
Everything.
Brian Banks asks Gibson for help in clearing his name.
I will go through with helping you,
but she's afraid of losing all that money from her settlement.
Wow. This is disgusting.
All that money they gave me, I don't want to have to pay it back. All that, because that will take a long time.
Now comes the hard.
Oh, she doesn't even have the money anymore. She spent it all. She spent it all, and now she's finally ready to admit that she lied.
Part. Banks had to convince Gibson to come back the next day and talk to the private eye who was helping free him.
I needed to get her to basically recant everything that she said that Brian did 10 years ago. If I let this man down, I would have to live with that the rest of my life.
The mood in the room was light, but investigator Parrish's questioning got heavy.
When did you lose your virginity? Was it after him, before him? After.
Now the big question.
Oh, they asked it right there. Did he grape you? And she said, no, he did not.
When she said those things, what did you say to yourself?
Wow, I got it.
It was the key evidence that Banks' lawyers from the California Innocence Project needed to go back to court. And that undercover video got Brian Banks' conviction thrown out. Banks' lawyer, Justin Brooks.
Well, the videotape is a slam dunk in the sense that she's recanting her testimony. She's specifically saying that he did not.
Parrish has had big celebrity cases and well-known clients, but this assignment had a different kind of payoff.
Now, I had an opportunity to make a difference in a man's life.
I want you guys to imagine, because it was only by happenstance that man who was falsely accused, the football player, the athlete, the guy who's just a regular guy like you and I, he just happened to have a friend whose dad was a detective. What if he never had that? How many people out here are in situations where they just don't have the resources to fight back? How many people out here are caught up in situations where they just don't have the resources and nobody feels motivated in any capacity to speak up for them? There have to be men right now, for sure, suffering because an evil woman, because this is evil, lied and decided to take that lie to the grave. Unfortunately for this chick, she had to drink the coffee.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Now, I don't know if that came in the form of any consequence, but at least her business is being aired out. We'll find out if she faced any charges, I think, maybe in this video. Or we might look it up. We'll see. Let's keep watching.
And finally, what about Wanetta Gibson, who got all that settlement money after making a false accusation? We asked the DA's office and the school district if they plan to try and recover it. They wouldn't comment. But Banks' lawyer and Private Eye say most of that $1.5 million settlement has probably been spent.
You know, in fact, Joel, a lot of the neighbors and even some friends have come forward saying that money was spent left and right, and on a lot of things, including cars, a lot of cars.
It is thought that she's gone through, or her family has gone through most of that money. In fact, when she showed up for that meeting, she took a bus, didn't even have a car to drive.
Wow. Took a bus, didn't have a car to drive. You got the money deceitfully and have nothing to show for it. And now she's left, but she needs some type of jail time, prison time, something. She needs to be facing some time for sure. Listen, guys, one more thing. I just want to say how good it feels to see a man who's not going to face time for false crimes. This is somebody who had promising future, still does, and was working very hard. You know, he was a great athlete, and seen as how he was an athlete, and looks like things are going to go in his favor. Let's talk about the sponsor of today's video, Mac Work. Hey guys, I'm here with a friend of mine, Mac Work. He's a very well-known lifestyle specialist and fitness coach here in the Los Angeles area. Guys, I wouldn't bring somebody here who I haven't already vetted myself. He's changed many people's lives, including my own, when he helped me lose over 60 pounds in 4 months. I know what you're thinking. It sounds way too... They don't believe me, bro.
Nah. I know. When you said it,
Good thing I brought the receipts. Good thing I brought the facts. You guys can see. If you don't want to take my word for it, because I have my pictures here on the screen, he has... you have so many of those before and after photos, but don't just take my word for it, man. Take a look at these insane before and after photos. The first time I stumbled on your IG page, I think it was like 2021. I was looking at these photos and I thought all of them were fake. I was just like, no, he's doing something here with these like photos, Photoshop. Do you Photoshop any of these photos? Could you let the people know?
No, sir. We don't Photoshop. We tag. And we make sure that it's the real person there, so that if you have any questions, you are more than welcome to ask them.
Could you explain to the people real quick, Mac, what comes with the online program is what I really want to highlight here. The online fitness program.
Well, the thing I think that is most important is that it's not just the program. You actually have access to me. The program comes with meal planning. It comes with weekly check-ins so that we're looking at your progress week to week, you know, before and after pictures. And as I mentioned at the beginning, being able to text me, being able to have that communication is very, very important to build the rapport. And then, of course, weekly workouts where you can do the workouts on your own time because everybody's schedule is different. So that's the beauty of the program. Keep it very simple. And, you know, we make sure that we get the results. Even if they sound a little crazy, right?
A lot of people may think like the online training thing isn't as effective as working with somebody one-on-one, but it's 2023, man. Get on this, capitalize on this, man. I brought him on here for a reason, to help you like he's helped me, guys. Make sure you hit that link pinned to the top of the comment and sign up with Mac Work. He will change your life. He's changed mine. I appreciate you for coming on.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
28-year-old Atlanta Falcon linebacker rookie Brian Banks is one step closer to making his dream a reality after taking to the gridiron against the Cincinnati Bengals this week.
Nice job getting off a block and making a play.
It's still one of those situations where, like, you know, it happened, but like now it's just replaying in my head.
But this is no ordinary rookie. Banks joined the Falcons after spending 5 years in jail and 5 on parole. Why? He was wrongly convicted a high school classmate. In May 2012, justice was served. The verdict for Banks overturned. The new ruling, not guilty.
The people's motion to dismiss this case pursuant to Section 1385.
I may not ever get the answers as to why I was supposed to go through what I went through, but I know that I'm here today and I remain unbroken.
Yes, sir. Hey, shout out to that brother, man. God was looking out, and people physically looking out for him. I really get turned off by these stories of false accusations. I really do. And even more upsetting, my question is, when will we start seeing women getting held to the same level of accountability? And, you know, I know the excuse for a lot of people is, oh, well, that will make women fear coming out and speaking about a real situation. So, should those men face the possibility of being falsely accused just because the women would be afraid to come out and speak out? It's just as bad for a man to get locked up for 5, 10, 20 years. Because if you're in there and you're in prison, man, you know what's going on in there. You're fighting for your life. You might get taken advantage of in there. All types of stuff. Let's check out some of these comments, what the people have to say, guys. Leave your comments down below. I'm curious to know what you think. First comment here says, where are the ladies on this? ... Please speak up. And as usual, there were no ladies to be found in the comments. So hush, hush. Here's somebody else who says, making a false police report is a crime. Why don't they ever go to jail? Another person here says, she needs to do the same time and pay the money back. Who is raising these people? Another commenter here says, so let's ask the real question here. What made her so resentful to do that to this man? Was it all about the money? And why? This is the real question that needs to be asked. I mean, is it really that important? I think it was wrong and it was a lie and it needs to be punished. It's like, we can figure all that stuff out after justice has been served. But I will say this, I can entertain it right now since we have a bit of time here on the Coffee Pod. I was watching a documentary. I don't know if you guys have seen the documentary of Mike Tyson when he got accused. And the chick came out and said that he took advantage of her. After everything unraveled and he was released out of prison, the ex-boyfriend to that woman who accused Mike Tyson of taking advantage of her came out and said, she accused me too. There was a pattern, and she came from a highly religious family, and she was ashamed of being looked at as F304. I think that's one reason. Because if people see you for who you truly are, then you have to be held accountable, and we all know what that leads to.
I don't drink coffee.
That's how much some chicks would try to avoid accountability out here. And that's crazy. And then there's the whole hell hath no fury like a woman scorned, is they just want to see you crash and burn. There's that too. What are other reasons you think would motivate, to entertain this guy's comment, would motivate a chick to just do something this crazy? I mean, they could just be like pathological or something wrong with them mentally. For the women who decide to fall through with this, just plain straight criminals. Let's check out another comment here that says, the whole family will be working for free till it's paid back. Another comment here says, with the crying emoji, from a woman, she says, this is so disgusting for women to do this. May he heal from this trauma. Here's somebody else who says, God is good. Yes, all the time. Somebody else here says, I support this. With the heart emoji and the applause. It's heartbreaking. I have a son and don't even want to imagine. Somebody else here says, she needs to do 10 years in and 10 on the books. Another comment here says, all I want to know is, where is her prison time? What's this chick's name? I'm trying to see. what her name is so I could see if she ever faced any. Because this video looks kind of old.
I did not know nothing about sex. So.
You're watching never before aired video of Wanetta Gibson and
Wanetta Gibson. Let me see. Let's talk to our AI assistant, Miss Coffee. And see if she ever faced any consequences for her actions. What do you guys think? Do you think she did, or do you think she did not? Miss Coffee, did Brian Banks' accuser, Wanetta Gibson, face any consequences for her crime?
Did Brian Banks' accuser, Wanetta Gibson, face any consequences for her crime? Spiral Notepad answer: Wanetta Gibson, the woman who falsely accused Brian Banks of raping her, did not face criminal consequences for her actions. 6. Despite the false accusation, which led to Banks spending years in prison, Gibson did not serve time for perjury or any related charges. Additionally, she received a significant settlement from a lawsuit against the school district, contributing to a lack of legal repercussions. 3.
There's something very, very, very... Why? Why? You mean to tell me this woman is out here walking free while this man, his life was ruined? Ridiculous. Just horrible. Listen, guys, as always, I'm curious to know, what do you think? Leave your comments down below. I appreciate you as always for checking out yet another episode of The Coffee Pod. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.